Greetings from Uganda and everyone else in the world. I'm back. So, right now I'm going to break down the tools I use and how I developed an ear to mix reggae music. First tool I use, number one, is a DAW. It's a recording software called FL Studio 20. That's the version I'm using now, Producer Edition. So I use that for mainly production and mixing, and then for mastering I go out of the box and I use a standalone version of Isotope Ozone Advanced. It's a mastering software that I commonly use to bring up the volume and the sound of my tracks and help to get them to the album level that you see now. And how I developed the ear to do all that, it took a lot of listening and analyzing and referencing and basically breaking down tracks that I thought were commonly listened to as part of the genre. And you listen to what part of the frequency. So now, how you break down to develop an ear, you have to, first of all, the band's organized. You have to know what bass is, you have to know what treble is, you have to know what highs are, because there are three specific bands. Those three bands can be split even into 6: low mids, high mids, and all that. But those things are the ones you usually see on that device inside your music player called an equalizer. The equalizer is what usually balances things up and down for you. So when you learn how to listen to those frequencies, then you learn that also when you listen to frequency, you're not listening to volume. Listening to volume is different than listening to frequency. So when you're listening to bass, you're not listening to how loud it is, you're listening to how deep it is, what frequency range on the bandwidth of the spectrum of equalizing is it. So yeah, when you develop your ear, listen for that. Then you listen for tone. You have to listen to how high, what kind of tone is it? Is it soft? Is it hard? Is it percussive? Is it clapping? Is it all that? Then you also have to develop the ear for timbre, like listening to how birds chirp at a very high frequency and how dogs bark in a deep bass. Those different types of timbre will help you identify how to balance sound and equalize it. By developing an ear for reggae, you just have to listen to a lot of Tough Gong music, Bob Marley music, Studio One music, Trojan is a good studio. All those are studios in Jamaica which basically developed reggae from the beginning. So, hope I've been helpful. Been your dab doctor.